If some artifacts discovered from excavations of the settlement of KK in modern Ghana date from the 13th century CE, that may lend credence to claims that the settlement was founded before or around that time. There is other evidence, however, strongly supporting a 14th century CE founding date for KK. If both the artifact dates and the 14th century CE founding date are correct, that would imply that, well, again, silly as it sounds, let's go back and make a super simple sketch, which of course you could do on some scratch paper when you were actually taking the test. So the 13th century CE, which, just to be clear, is from the year 1201 to 1299. That's when they're saying it was founded, or at least that's the theory. And then the 14th century CE, which is of course from 1301 to 1399. If some artifacts recovered date from the 13th century, that may lend credence to the claims the settlement was founded. Okay, so, but if both the artifact dates and the 14th century CE founding date are correct, so if the artifacts, if these are actually if the artifacts are from earlier, and then it turns out that it was actually founded here, then the artifacts were there before the city was, or before the settlement was. Okay. Which choice most logically completes the text? Artifacts from the 14th century CE are more commonly recovered than are artifacts. No. The artifacts originated elsewhere and eventually reached KK through trader migration. That seems to make sense, right? 'Cause the artifacts were in existence first, before the city. KK was founded by a people from a different region that had previously been assumed. No. Excavations at KK may have inadvertently damaged. No. It's B as in boy, right? So when you reduce this all the way to its super, super fundamental elements, if the artifacts existed before the city, then the artifacts must have been made someplace else and then they ended up there, right? It's actually straightforward when you see the right answer.